my name is Kimberly BuenoSchonig, and I'm a serial entrepreneur and founder of KBS Consulting. If you've been thinking about starting a business or in the beginning stages of starting one, then this video is for you. I'm sharing my 5 helpful tips on what you should know to start a business. My first thing is think about your why. Why are you starting a business? If you're starting a business because you think it's going to mean less hours of work, quick cash, quick way to get rich, might not necessarily be the path for you. And I only say this because since I've started multiple businesses, it definitely takes a lot of time, effort, resources, and sometimes even money to build a business. And if you're just looking for something really quick and fast, then this is probably not for you. The second thing you need to know is you should probably have a business idea that has an immediate need. And what I mean by that is that you're more likely to obtain more clients or a few clients or clients in general when you have a business idea that satisfies or solves an immediate need. So when you are writing down business ideas, definitely try to see if that idea is something that you know people need. And oftentimes what people try to do is just try to make a business out of a hobby. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, but I would definitely think a little bit more about that, only because sometimes people end up trying to turn a hobby into a business, putting more money up front, and then not seeing a huge return and end up losing money in the long run. So if you're thinking about a business, definitely try to see if that business idea fulfills a need in the community or within large groups of people or a specific niche. The third thing I'd like to talk about is writing a thoughtful business plan. Now, when I first started my business, I wrote a business plan that was probably 6+ pages. And I thought this was incredibly helpful for me because it took my business idea to a whole nother level. I was more serious about it. People took me more seriously when it came to talking about my business. And I think ultimately in the long run, it was something that I was able to look back on and see how far I've grown as a person and see how far my business has grown in general. So definitely try writing a business plan. And with that said, my fourth thing is getting real feedback from real people. And I think this is important because then you'll be able to kind of see if your business idea has legs. And maybe this goes hand in hand with my last point, but really this is the time where people can tell you like, yeah, I think that's a really good idea, or I'm not exactly sure I personally would want to use it. And the thing is that you can get a wide range of different experiences, different insights and advice, and ultimately it's up to you whether or not you want to take that and go with it. But I think when you're getting real feedback from real people, what you should really try to hone in is if there's a need for your business idea. So I think when you're approaching this, it's important to really ask specific questions that will get you the answer you're looking for, that answers whether or not you can find people who would potentially pay for your services or products. Hopefully that made sense. So the last thing I want to talk about is I think it's very important to obtain an EIN and get your business registered with your state, local, federal laws. And what I mean by this is that it differs. In the U.S., EIN is definitely something you need to have. I'm not sure what the case would be if you're out of the U.S., but specifically the U.S., you definitely need to have an EIN. An EIN is short for Employer Identification Number. And really this number is typically usually used for tax purposes for the IRS. So it's incredibly important when it comes to filing your taxes at the end of the year. On top of that, you definitely just want to make sure that your business is properly registered with the state, local, and federal laws, just so that way you're not end up getting a fine when they find out that you're running a business, but it's not actually legal. So definitely make sure you're looking up and doing your research. If you need to, you can reach out to a professional. An accountant or lawyer can definitely help you with this information and provide you with the right pathway to take on. Now, there's definitely more tips that I would love to share, but I'd probably be sitting here for who knows how long. So I hope you enjoyed my tips, and hopefully this helped at least one person. Let me know if it was helpful down in the comments. And I'd like to end off with, if you've been struggling with your business, or if you're struggling with starting a business, check out my consulting firm, KBS Consulting. We help aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners elevate their career and achieve their business ambitions. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.